In a world where adventure motorcycles keep getting taller, heavier, and more digitally dependent, the 2026 BMW R12G S arrives like a breath of fresh mountain air. It doesn't try to be the fastest or the most technologically advanced. Instead, it stays true to what made adventure riding magical in the first place: simplicity, capability, and connection, with a lineage that traces directly back to the iconic BMW R80G S. The R12G S is a beautiful contradiction: rugged but refined, retro but modern, minimal but loaded with character. This motorcycle is for riders who believe less is more and who want to take the road less traveled, even if that road is made of dirt, rocks, or sand. Let's explore what makes this machine such a unique and welcome addition to the modern adventure market. A real adventure bike, not just a dressed-up roadster. R12G S may share some DNA with BMW's heritage line, particularly the R and INET Urban G S it effectively replaces, but the transformation here is more than cosmetic. This isn't a road bike with knobby tires, it's a purpose-built dual sport engineered to handle real off-road terrain. The biggest shift comes in its geometry and suspension. BMW has significantly reworked the tubular steel frame, pushing the steering head higher and farther forward to enhance maneuverability on technical trails. Paired with long travel suspension and a 21-inch front wheel, the R12G S offers ground clearance, wheel articulation, and handling dynamics that rival many midway adventure bikes. BMW clearly wants this machine to be taken seriously by riders who actually go off-road, not just those who dress like they might. Old school heart, air-cooled boxer engine, a nod to tradition and tactile joy. The R12G S is powered by BMW's 1170cc Air, oil-cooled boxer twin. It's a familiar engine shared with the R90 series, and it's loved for its character, low-end torque, and iconic sound. With 109 horsepower and 84.8 pounds-ft of torque, the engine isn't designed to blow past you on the Autobahn. Instead, it delivers broad, usable torque and a satisfyingly mechanical feel that's perfect for everything from twisty mountain roads to loose gravel tracks. The lack of liquid cooling keeps the engine layout clean and classic. The large, thin cylinders are on full display, an aesthetic that complements the retro styling beautifully and reduces mechanical complexity. This engine is less about numbers and more about connection. It vibrates, it growls, and it reminds you that riding a motorcycle should be an experience, not just an algorithm. Suspension setup. Built to bounce, the suspension is a standout highlight on the R12G S, especially when compared to the Urban G S's limitations. Up front is a 45mm inverted Marzocchi fork with a generous 8.3 inches of travel, a huge upgrade in capability. In the back, the familiar pair-lever swing arm is paired with a monoshock offering 7.9 inches of travel. This setup allows the R12G S to handle whoops, washouts, and rocky terrain with composure. It's not a full-on dirt bike, but it's worlds better than many scramblers and retro-style dual sports that look the part but fold under real off-road pressure. And of course, spoked wheels, 21 inches front, 17 inches rear come standard, tubeless for convenience. Riders seeking even more off-road precision can opt for an 18 inches rear wheel with the Enduro Package Pro, which also includes bar risers, wide foot pegs, and off-road specific ride mode settings. Tech features that keep it simple yet smart despite its retro vibe. The R12G S is not a dinosaur. It includes all the modern electronics you actually need without the clutter of things you probably don't. Standard ride modes include rain, road, and enduro. These manage throttle sensitivity, traction control, engine braking via MSR, and lean-sensitive ABS Pro. The Enduro Pro mode, part of the optional Enduro package, loosens things up for trail use and gives the rider more direct control over rear, wheel behavior, and throttle. Dynamic traction control DTC and ABS Pro give you peace of mind on both tarmac and trail, and crucially, the rear ABS can be disabled, a must for effective off-road riding. Optional features include 3.5-inch TFT display, adaptive LED headlight, quick filter, start control, tire pressure monitoring. This is modern safety and convenience without being buried in submenus and settings. It lets you focus on riding, not programming. Seat height, ergonomics, and everyday rideability. Offers a standard 33.9-inch seat height, which hits a sweet spot for most average height riders. Need more clearance or a more aggressive posture? Go for the Rally C30 for 0.6 inches or modify further via the Enduro package. The triangle between seat, bars, and pegs is designed for versatility. It's perfect for stand-up off-road control, but remains comfortable for long days on the highway. Add in wide bars, slim tank design, and neutral foot peg placement, and the R12GS feels balanced and natural whether you're sitting or standing. Classic design with purpose. Design of the 2026 R12GS does more than just reference the past, it celebrates it. The fork-mounted round LED headlight, gaitered suspension, and wide metal tank give the bike a 1980s vibe, while modern elements, like the LED lighting and clean cable routing, elevate the entire aesthetic. BMW's optional option 719 Aragonite finish takes things a step further with unique frame color choices, premium paint, and upscale trim elements. This is a bike that earns compliments, whether parked in front of a cafe or covered in mud at the end of a 200-mile backroad ride. Price and value: with a starting MSRP of $16,395, the 2026 BMW R12GS lands in an interesting sweet spot. It's less expensive and less complex than the R1300GS, yet far more capable off-road than any of BMW's other heritage models. It's also a strong alternative to bikes like the Triumph Scrambler 1200, Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled, or even the Yamaha Tenor 700, offering more personality and prestige, albeit at a slightly higher price point. And when you factor in BMW's build quality and global dealer support, the value becomes even clearer. Who is this bike for? The R12GS isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It's not aimed at long-distance overlanders who need 9-inch dashboards and 10-gallon tanks. It's for riders who want something visceral, fun, and authentic. A bike that looks amazing in the garage, rides great on twisty pavement, and can get seriously dirty on the weekend. This is the adventure bike for retro lovers who actually want off-road capability, riders who are tired of tech bloat, scrambler fans who want more functional, or GS riders looking for something simpler, and anyone who wants a soulful ride with real purpose. Final verdict: a modern classic with dirty intentions. 2026 BMW R12GS is a rare thing, a motorcycle that blends form and function so naturally it feels like it's been around forever. It respects its heritage without becoming a slave to it, and it's modern without being clinical. This is a machine for riders who understand that adventure isn't about the spec sheet, it's about the ride. It's not the biggest, fastest, or flashiest bike on the trail, but it just might be the most fun.